Hey guys, I thought our starts were a big difference in the game. The start of the first half, the first media timeout, we're down 10-5. And then the start of the second half, including the timeout that I called at the first media timeout, it's 9-0. So that's 19-5. We're down 14 just in those two segments. I think the last time out was at 13 something for us in the second half. I thought our guys played with incredible effort. Thought we did a lot of good things down the stretch. We just had so many empty minutes that forced other guys to have to do things that were a little too much at times. 20 turnovers is too many. We forced 20, but from start to finish, I thought the two segments that hurt us the most were the start of each half.
Questions?
Coach, with that being said, those final 2 minutes of the game, I guess just what went awry there, when you took your last lead in that final little stretch?
Yeah, I don't know that I can tell you per possession. I know Aaron got an offensive rebound and kicked it out. I think that led to a turnover. I know that was one possession. That might have been in the last 2 minutes. What else? Tell me what else happened in that last 2 minute stretch.
I believe there was
I know we fouled.
there was a foul. There was a
Twice.
turnover. I
The
mean,
turnover
they made
was
free
by
throws.
Haas, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that was that after an offensive rebound by Aaron? Or was that different? Didn't Aaron get an offensive rebound and kick it back out in the last 2 minutes that led to a turnover? Maybe it was a different turnover than Hassan's.
No, that's right.
Yeah, those, one of our biggest priorities was to defend without fouling. Obviously, number 2 gets fouled more than any player in the league, and they were the 4th highest team of free throw attempts. We were okay, not great at that. And then any turnover, obviously 20 of them, but those 2 turnovers in the last 2 minutes of the game obviously are critical.
And then with what Scottie Pippen brought, I mean, was he kind of just a matchup problem? Is he just that kind of guy that, I mean, what did you see from him?
He's a really, really good player. You can't speed him up. He makes the game easier for his teammates. An incredible job of drawing fouls, plays with great poise, whether you have the same guy guarding multiple ball screen coverages. I thought we did a lot of different things just to try to keep him out of sync, some full court man, some zone pressure in the full court, but just plays with a great glide, plays with a great pace. And he's very difficult to defend.
Anything else for Coach?
I just want to ask Coach, obviously Quentin really well and Hassan came on and did some things, but Henry really struggled to get some offense today. Was that just a matter of, the size of the guys he's going against, or do you write it off as having a bad game? Did Vanderbilt have a good, a good scheme for him, or how do you I don't know, for lack of a better word, explain that?
We need all of our guys, Olin, to be the best they can be. It's not Henry, it's all of our players. And I'm not taking away from that Henry didn't score a basket. I understand that, but there were multiple guys on our team tonight that didn't score a basket. I don't know if it's completely basket related. I think it's playing in sync, playing together, playing incredibly hard at all times on both ends from start to finish. You know this, and we've been working on it over the last couple of weeks. We do a good job at getting to the rim. We have to do a better job at finishing at the rim. Henry took 3 shots tonight. They were all at the rim. He was 0 of 3. But our team was 11 of 22. So combined, 22 rim shots, pretty good, 22 out of 56 possessions, or 56 field goal attempts. 22 of the 56 are at the rim. We need to convert at a rate higher than 50%. I think you asked me the other day in media availability, like, what is that number? It has to be higher than 50%, whether that's Henry, whether that's a perimeter player. When you get it to the rim, they're probably in rotation. When they're in rotation, you have to be able to score at the rim at a higher rate than that. And we've been working on it diligently every day, and numerically we have improved, but 50%, it has to be better.
Just Henry's usually pretty productive for you guys, and I know it's kind of a aberration for him to go, have a scoreless game, obviously.
Yeah, and like you can look at several of our guys that if you added up their totals of misses, it's just hard to overcome. And it's not just Henry, it's not just this player or that player. We need everybody to be the best they can be. And I don't think that anybody's going to play perfect, but if you have multiple players that are not producing at the level you need, now the guys that are producing, you're going to have to move a seat over than what you normally do. And there was a lot of that took place tonight. Like we have Q and Boots handling the ball at an extremely high rate, and they did a lot of good things. But they turned the ball over. Q had 7 turnovers. I would say that's his career high, but he's in a spot that he's typically not in. Hassan had 3 turnovers, but he did a lot of good things. But off the bench, I think we had 17 turnovers out of our 20. It doesn't matter if they're off the bench or if they started, because part of the reason that we were 14 points behind in the first 2 segments of each half requires other guys to produce. There's just not enough margin. They have to produce at an ultra high level on both ends of the floor because we're getting too many empty minutes from too many guys.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Buzz.
Yes, sir.
Is there any sense of frustration with the guys in the locker room, just, knowing that, obviously they wanted to build on the last week and make it back-to-back wins?
Yeah, I mean, what I told them is we're going to continue to get the same test. We've lost 9 SEC games. 5 of the 9 have been 1 or 2 possession games. And the test continues to be the same. And until we mature as a group to handle that test, I think that's going to continue to be the test, whether we play on the road, whether we play at home, regardless if the team is ranked, not ranked. If you continue to have the same test over and over and over, I just believe that until you pass that test, until you take the next step, I believe you're going to continue to get it. And that was my message to them in the locker room at the end of the game. And in fairness to our guys, they understand that. And I do think that understanding is a part of what you have to learn. But now you have to execute it and do it. And we all have to do a better job in that regard. And that includes me.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.